Remember, show me love on the subscribe, like, and share button. And always stay sipping.
Holly jolly Christmas around Colorado. It is so fucking cold. It's freezing. Oh my God. I hope everybody's doing well on this very cold, frigid day. And, wherever you are in life, I am cold, hooking up heaters and putting plastic on my windows. It is cold in Colorado. So, how is everybody doing on this Tuesday evening? I am wishing everybody a warm, safe life right now, always. But it's really fucking cold. Oh my God. It's so fucking cold, y'all. I love you guys. Thank you all for supporting. So, we are at almost 13,000 followers. That is a great accomplishment. And I am so thankful for everybody and all of the love that you guys are showing me. So, I just wanted to, say that. And today, thank you all for being here. As y'all saw, the motherfucking title is the lying ass Diddy victims, y'all. We got Andrea Fuller out here lying, or Andrea English out here lying. We got Misha Fuller out here lying, and some girl named Allie. Let's just jump right on into it, okay? Let's just jump right on in, motherfucking into it, bitch. We're gonna start with Misha because she did a retraction of her motherfucking lying ass allegations that she put on Diddy. Yes, in the fuck that bitch did, y'all. Oh my God. Yeah. So y'all remember a couple days ago or however, I did a live with Lisette the Hood Prophet, who is our psychic medium tarot card reader to the motherfucking show. And she and I listened to a bit of Misha's oh, sorry, grandbaby. I done sat on my grandbaby, y'all. Sorry. She did a little, spiel on the Sean Carter, whatever his name is, Sean Atwood show over in the UK about, how she was trafficked by Diddy, right? She was trafficked by Diddy and whatever. And so, yeah. I'm about to get tangled up here. Yeah, so she did a show that she was 10 years old. She was trafficked. Blah, 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 blah. What, grandbaby? Sorry. She said, Grandma, you sat on my foot. Sorry. You can lay back down. And so, Yeah. We watched that with Let's Set the Hood Prophet. Now we're gonna listen to her recant her accusation, right? About what was ever the real deal.
I'll get everyone's schedule. School start time, articles, extracurriculars.
She was on the Lionel B show, right? At first he was supposed to be peddling her down through, the internet as her manager for interviews about Diddy, and whatever have you. So now she's going back up on here, Lionel B, claiming to be the woman in the DNG shirt and the woman at the Diddy parties. Let's see what this is, because she was just over on Lionel's show. I can't. I think he has it censored or however, so that you can't play it or listen to it, which is fucking fine because he's not the only person that is peddling this around. So let's see. Mr. Let Go talked about it. I can't hear anything. Hold on.
I believed Misha Fuller until I went ahead and did some digging because things that she kept on saying just didn't make sense. And then I found out there was no way that she was this Jane Doe. Now, this Jane Doe's law firm is the law firm who is a huge SA lawyer called Wigdor, who is also the lawyer that represented Cassie Ventura against Diddy. And I was honestly so upset that this woman was acting like Diddy victims that are currently fighting against Diddy in court right now and also spreading other lies like about Cassie Ventura. So I honestly did something quiet behind the scenes.
The average person sees around 10,000 online ads daily. Here's how a man's life would change if he used Pi. Day 1, he would install Pi on his computer without spending a dime because it's 100% free. Day 2, he realizes how clean and clutter-free his browsing experience has been since he got Pi. He doesn't have to deal with annoying cookie pop-ups or targeted ads. Day 3, he can finally binge YouTube and Twitch without interruption because Pi works on every website you visit on Chrome. Day 4, he discovers that when he does see ads, he can get paid to see them. Day 5, his life.
Days ago, I told you guys that this young lady was telling a story of all story on YouTube, right? So today, a little earlier today, the truth has finally come to light. And all the YouTubers who have interviewed her are now backpedaling. Take a look at this. Now remember, she was saying that she's this woman in the picture. She's the one sitting on Diddy's lap who filed the lawsuit alleging that there was some sort of SA that happened to her. Well, guess what? This is the real young lady. Her name is Anna Kane. She has come forward and she has discussed her lawyers have that they've been hearing that are coming out. So now
that's the real Diddy victim, Ann Kane.
Because
everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button right now, and drop popcorn emojis in the chat, because this is going to be a very interesting conversation we're going to have, because new revelations just happened, I would say 30 minutes ago. So if you've seen other people's video, there's new things that just happened. So make sure to share this video, hit the like button, drop popcorn emojis in the chat, and drop your city in the chat, and let me know where you at,
like that,
because it's a lot. So look at her eye movement and look at her mannerisms. You can tell she about to start lying right here. She's cookie dough and not Jane Doe.
About the D&G shirt, there's someone else's case, so I knew that I could not say that. That's why I didn't want Adria to go live and say anything about the D&G shirt. But everything that I experienced with P. Diddy is real. Everything that I went through is real. I just want to apologize to the misled information. I was on the table.
You were the girl on the actual table.
I want to apologize to the Jane Doe victim. I never said her story was my story. I've been through things she has been through, but I never said her story was my story, and I just want to apologize if I missed.
So she's still lying. That is not her on the table.
Everybody drop cookie dough in the chat. She is not Jane Doe. She is cookie dough. This is the alleged cookie dough, not Jane Doe.
No,
everybody say cookie dough in the chat.
Let anyone. Me being Jane Doe in the lawsuit.
Cookie dough. Get it right.
I'm Jane Doe.
Look.
As far as when I did file, they told me to put.
Did she just have a stroke, or is she lying? Like, what's up with what is she doing? You just had a stroke or something? What are you doing?
Me being Jane Doe in the lawsuit.
Did you just have a stroke, or is she lying?
What is that? What was that? You swallow your tongue?
I'm Jane Doe. As far as when I did file, they told me to put Jane Doe down, but that
you didn't file for nothing. Ain't nobody told you to put nothing down, because where is the damn police record if you put some down, stupid?
It's her lawsuit, it's not mine. So that's the misled information right there. I don't know if I explained it right.
Police record. Yeah, we understand. Now, were you coerced by anybody? Like
yeah, you. That's the misled information. She was coerced by your ass.
Yeah, we understand.
Aren't you her manager, sir?
Yeah. Misha's come out,
to allegedly not doing thorough enough
pussy pop backwards
drivers,
talk
and
about
now certain Uber and Lyft riders may qualify for large settlements.
I don't believe she was ever
if you've faced sexual harassment in a rideshare since 2019, don't ignore this. A quick questionnaire could determine if you're eligible for compensation. In fact, CNN, PBS, Fortune, and NPR are all talking about the potential payouts to victims, because it's not the first time it's happened. Boy Scouts of America, the Catholic Church, and even the U.S. gymnastics team have been ordered by the courts to pay out anywhere from $65,000 up to $1.5 million to each victim who filled out a questionnaire stating that an incident happened to them. And now it's happening again with Uber, and you can find out if you're eligible for compensation. I know it may sound too good to be true that you could actually...
Let's keep listening.
How can your manager say, were you coerced by anybody? Yes. Your ass. What the hell are you talking about? You're her manager, sir. Hey, let me be your manager, and we can run around and make all kinds of money, and I get a percentage of everything that you talk about.
That's her lawsuit, it's not mine. So that's the misled information right there. I don't know if I explained it right.
Yeah, we understand. Now, were you coerced by anybody like Adria or anybody like that? Anybody tell you to come and create like a...
Did I coerce you as your manager?
No, Adria didn't even have to be honest, she didn't even have to reach back out to me. I can pull up my message.
She looked her up on Facebook and just started saying, hey, you want to make some money together?
When I pulled up, do you remember me? And I could show y'all. It's not a figure of my imagination, but I push all the stuff behind me like it never happened. It was more of me reaching out to her.
You pushed them 200 men behind you, right? Okay.
To see if she remembered me because...
Wait, what is all these convulsions she having? Why she paused like that? Because her ass is lying.
When I pulled up, do you remember me? And I could show y'all. It's not a figure of my imagination, but
a figure of my imagination. The woman is an idiot. So it only takes... Lionel B has to be an idiot to believe this idiot. What is a figure of my imagination? She can't even talk right.
Push all the stuff behind me like it never happened. It was more of me reaching out to her.
Look. What happened? Hello?
That win outside.
You there? What happened? What happened? She's trying to think of some more shit to say.
To see if she remembered me. I'm not crazy.
Anybody who says I'm not crazy is crazy. Have y'all ever in your life heard a person say, I'm not crazy?
All viral access media.
Please. Ladies, how many times have you told yourself that you're going to work out, you're going to lose that weight, and you're going to lose that belly fat, but it just hasn't happened yet? If that sounds familiar, then our red light laser lipotherapy that you see here will fit perfectly into your busy schedule and help you get your dream body without going to the gym, without sacrificing your family time or your professional goals.
Okay. Now I can.
Yeah, man. What's really good, everybody? I ain't gonna... my bad. I could have went through all the pictures to see my daughters and all that. I'm not doing that. For some motherfuckers to hit up.
She would have been a kid, like way younger than what please hit the like. Hello? Are we just not? Because I want to get the timestamp of her talking about.
There's always an exception to the rule. There's always a percentage of what if they did let her get away. But Ali Carter says she was so good and made it seem like she was so with it and abiding by it, loving what she's doing, that they let her go. But I have to question. She has the paperwork. Yeah, there's a website that she has to reach her. I reached out. I left messages. This is like over a month ago. I've been reached out to her. Let's go to Sun real quick because he kind of breaks some things down too. Yeah, seen a whole bunch of videos on this girl Misha and Mesha. I don't want to sit up here and repeat and regurgitate the same shit that's floating around. You know what I mean? I open the floor for y'all in a little bit if y'all want to get on. And but this dude, he used my video, so it's only right that I can use him speaking about the interview that I just did. So I bring it back. I didn't listen to all of it, but I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. Let me bring it back. Just off the humble, I just heard my voice. I'm like, oh, hey. But it's all good, man. Hopefully he shouted me out. I don't even know if he shouted me out. You know what I mean? Like when I use other people's videos, I shout them out, but like, yo, make sure you go subscribe. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not saying he did or he didn't do it, but hopefully he did. You know what I mean? Like, yo, man, You know what I'm saying? Because it's enough views for everybody, man. I don't know, but it is what it is. I kind of believe it because they always doing these things to each other.
You don't remember when Diddy had that interview with Justin Bieber and he's like, the things that we're gonna do, we can't even discuss.
Were you there? The things that we can't even discuss. Were you there? Like, girl. Oh, let me get to this other one. It's a 2204 because I want to get the timestamp of her talking about Latanya.
Well, if they reacted to my video, shit, I don't know, but that's good. Hopefully they shouted the nigga out and all that. And what I gotta do, which I'm gonna do later on, is cut it down, put them shits on Instagram and most definitely
I
TikTok.
shouted out all viral media. It's all viral access media. He's just a goddamn YouTuber over on YouTube. He also right now has Sean Everyway. He's a YouTuber over there as well. Go over there and like, follow, and subscribe. Let's continue to listen in on all of the Diddy victims that are lying, going to potentially get Diddy the fuck out of prison to come and kill them. Okay.
Forgot to do. I was just too tired last night.
22.
And everybody, please make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all share the interview I did last night.
We are going to go
share,
over
help me
there.
Get that shit up, son. Help me run them numbers up.
And take a listen.
No, it's okay, let me pull him.
And when he pointed him in direction, the reason why Latanya was so close because she was part of the crew. She wasn't just a club goer. She was in the mix. She don't want nobody to know that. She wasn't just a square.
Now Latanya, when she got pop out by the face by Diddy, now she was with them, all of that, and not only that, she was what?
It's a club. 3, 4 in the morning, she right there. And I was right there. I saw who shot me. You know why she saw it? Because she was right there. It was one of the handlers, according to Misha.
Now Latanya was one of the
I'm gonna let them finish breaking that down. But here's my thing. Respect to Adrian. I fucks with you. You batshit crazy. But Cody, that's my little man. But all this time.
Wow, all access media is over there paying some.
I've been talking.
Oh no, okay.
2.5 months. I never heard her speak about Latanya, the girl that got shot in the face at Club. I never heard of her even meeting her. Anything until last night. Catnip.
handlers that night, but got popped in the face by boss.
Catnip.
Police at the like. So Latanya done went from having SCX with Misha underage to now she was Misha's handler. And how can you be a handler for somebody if you get pop out in the face by the boss? By the boss. Why would the boss pop one of his handlers in the face? Over 800 people in the building. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Hello? Are we just not going to talk about that? When Misha met Latanya online, like,
please don't kill me, y'all. Don't kill me.
Latanya has never stated that she's met Misha anywhere. Now, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I have never heard the dopest nerd, Latanya Rubin, say that she met Misha. Especially the night she got pop-out by Diddy. Has anyone heard Latanya Rubin say that she's met Misha, that she know Misha? Because she's saying, Adria's saying, that Misha said that Latanya was not only with Diddy and his crew,
Sorry, what's the name? My bad. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I'll bring it back a little bit. Excuse me.
With Diddy and his crew working for Diddy. Adria is saying that Misha said that Natanya was not only with Diddy and his crew working for Diddy's crew as one of the handlers, that correct, Sheila.
They are all over Sean. Sean
and
has
even if Misha was
and
born,
bringing out all facts,
she would have been
like that
a
on
kid,
matters.
like
So they
way younger than what
bear
they're
with us because we
announcing.
got to get these things heard, understood.
Because that the pop out happened what 99,
and so forth like that. Okay.
Misha was born in 1990, I believe.
Right.
1990.
You heard that. These
So
are
if she was
fine
born
ass
in
things
1990, she would have been 9 years old.
And a lot of it is not adding up. And then she's talking about when she was on the table, she says that she was like 14. Well, she says she was 14. Like all of this is not adding up. And this is why I'm talking about the mental stability.
Thank you.
It's like,
take your
I said this a long time ago.
Serious.
The internet is the safe haven for crazy people. And when you know you could get a bag out of this girl got a bag. Misha got a bag out of that.
That's crazy.
Okay?
She might get a body bag fucking
Adria,
around with Diddy.
I guess she's getting it back. She caught me for $50. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. I don't know if that was a good investment or not, but
she very well might get a body bag fucking with Diddy. Diddy's not playing about motherfuckers fucking with his livelihood. It is alleged that he killed Biggie, had Biggie killed because he was leaving the record label and so forth and so on. You see what I'm saying? With a bunch of motherfuckers down through there. You think Diddy won't kill Misha's ass for potentially having, you know what I'm saying, being somebody that could keep him in jail? You see what I'm saying? Like a bag, fuck a bag, bitch. You finna get toe tagged. Where you gonna spend that? They don't need money in heaven, baby. They don't need money in heaven. You see what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You really no risk Diddy killing your ass to go get a job, ho. You see what I'm saying? Go get a motherfucking job, bitch. Because it's not worth you losing your life to be up here. Don't nobody care. You want to talk about Diddy? Make you a channel and talk about Diddy just like all of us did. You see what I'm saying? This is not the answer. Y'all finna get killed over nothing because you can't keep your stupid ass somewhere where you better know at home with your motherfucking life and living and whatever the fuck ever you need to do to keep your asshole pointed towards the ground and not in it. Because that's exactly where the fuck y'all gonna be if Diddy gets a inkling about y'all sorry ass, and I'm sure he has. Back to Tanisha Toxies. Thank you for.
But it was a good interview. I fucks with it though. You know what I mean? So it's like
we will be.
They just making up shit as they go.
To that. After this.
Now look, it's already public knowledge, so I'm gonna say it. Adria got into.
They taking $50.
March.
What's their number?
She got into March.
I don't peddle people's pussies down to the internet with no bullshit. You're not finna, Diddy ain't finna be like everybody that, you know, read with that narrative and was like, yeah, that's what that nigga get. Tell us this juicy ass tea. And it's not nothing true and it could potentially keep Diddy in prison for the rest of his life. Bitch, it won't be TT. It will not be me.
File that suit, that those criminal charges. She have to go to Long Island to do that. She has a due date. So she has to do it. Now we know that these girls been through something in their lives. There are some broken females.
So
Misha has
been I've been broken. I've been through situations in my childhood that were traumatizing. You don't see all of us down to these places lying on people, trying to insert ourselves into circumstances and situations that ain't got shit to do with us. I've been a victim. I've been a lost, broken person in my life before. Okay. That's not an uncommon thing, a rarity in this world. Fuck them hoes. They stupid.
She has been raped and molested. Excuse me, let me just say molested or whatever. Raped too or whatever. These girls are broken. Mom's on drugs.
How many of us have a story like this? How many of us have a story like this? You see what I'm saying? I'm not putting my personal business out on the internet or anybody else's. I will tell you what I feel I need the internet to know about me as a content creator, as an influencer, and that'll be as far as that ever goes. However, a lot of us have a story of brokenness, hurt, victims, trauma. A lot of us have that. Not everybody's peddling a pussy down to Diddy situation. Like, he fucked me, girl. He trafficked me at 10 years old, put bottles up my coochie and did all of this extra. You know what I mean? Like, nobody is, here for that. That is real, real horror. That's real horror. Nobody is checking for that. That real people go through real things like that in real life. We don't need your lies.
They're running the streets. And sometimes you could come from a good home, but you want to be promiscuous. You want to be promiscuous and be hot in the ass and want to run around. Some of you girls, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. That's why you have to always understand what the hell you be doing around your goddamn kids. Look, and all of this stuff that's happening with them coming out with this story is going to help Diddy get out of jail.
Thank you, hoes. What part of y'all of this are y'all not understanding? That's the narrative, bitch, to run with. Diddy's going to use this and be like, y'all know y'all got me fucked completely off. Where are the real victims? Where is the real evidence of me doing these motherfucking things? Because if you don't have them, I'm going to get out of jail and sue y'all. And in his mind, I'm going to kill the bitches that tried to keep me here. Y'all bitches is in danger, Molly. Molly, girl, you's in danger. Yeah.
It's like, let them talk. The more you talk, the more people hang themselves. The more you talk, the more lies will come out. But, and the internet saves everything. Here, so. In the internet, content creators, even just the people who don't do content, but just look at content, will dissect everything and put everything together and let you hang yourself. So a lot of what they are doing is literally helping Diddy's case.
I know I'm not.
I'm gonna play a little bit more.
She would have been a 9-year-old. So Natanya was the handler of a 9-year-old for Diddy. Yet Diddy pow her in the face.
It's some good fucking weed, I tell you.
While working for
good bud.
No. Natanya clearly was not the target. Diddy was pow. Yeah, bullets don't have no name on.
Because what reason would he have to shoot Natanya's head?
You pull that trigger, the bullet goes the way it goes. So if you meaning to pop out and your aim is off, you drinking, you know, all of that,
anybody
you're
will
just
get
gonna aim it in
shot.
a direction and you're trying to hurt. It doesn't mean
Hey, just a
that
little bit
you ain't
more,
gonna
and
hit
that's
nobody
gonna
else in the
be it.
process in a crowded club. That you ain't gonna hit nobody else. And for her to be in the way at that point in time, because it's not like he like put it to her temple and pulled the trigger. No, I mean she was a distance away from him.
I said, give me a couple of days. I got the money up. I still got the number. Call her, she never picked up. Gonna name the general. And when she made Thanksgiving, you know what I mean, due to, you know, the high cholesterol, it wasn't no salt or anything in the food like that or whatever. Now I'm understanding that that you have to lay off the salt. I ate most of my food. Like it's damn almost gone. Cause I seasoned that shit. Who's here? She's here who? All I were having. Hold on, who's in here? We got somebody in here. Oh, somebody in there? I don't know. Whoever in here, she can get on. Whoever it is, I'm trying to look at New Jersey in the house. You already know. Oh, I'm trying to see who said somebody who was in here. Oh, I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to say that. Look, how long I been on here? Look, and ain't no waste of money, nah. Now I'm gonna call her now. Let me find her number. Fuck that. But it's probably not the It rings though. Y'all gonna like that. Y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna like. Trust me when I tell you. This is why I want y'all to get those run those numbers up. It's a real good. I think it's her best interview to me. So if whoever want to jump on real quick, y'all. I know my neighbor right there. He's probably tight. That nigga, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully he don't bang on the wall.
We're gonna go to the we're gonna subscribe to all of our access, and we're gonna go over to
oh, she cut that shit.
His page and find the interview. Let's listen. First, he's got this up here. Every single time I go,
if you're 55 or over, did you know?
Every single time I go into a video, I subscribe. If I'm new, I like, I share it. Sometimes I share it, you know, and I shout them out. So, this is Andrea English goes off. She's another alleged accused victim of Diddy's. Accusing victim of Diddy's on Misha Fuller and exposes her. Lionel B set her up. A must watch. Let's watch. Tanisha Talks Tees, thank you for following, liking, and sharing my content. I thank you all. I love you all. Let's listen.
Everybody bring your ass in here.
What's on that beat, ho?
All right. All right. No, Lady Ray, kiss my ass. I was waiting on her. I was already ready. Everybody that's here, do me a favor.
All
please make
good
sure
things
y'all
take time, y'all.
share, and hit the like button. Share.
Share.
Everybody share.
Sharing is caring.
All right, so we're gonna start over just a little bit, and then we're gonna go from there. Now, again, listen, we already know who you are. We know the situation that's going on.
My face, my ID.
All of that. Everybody, please make sure that you share. All right, let's get it. Again, how did you meet LaMisha Fuller? Because
I met LaMisha Fuller the very first time at Diddy's white party in 2004. I believed at the time that she was hired entertainment like myself. I was the go-go dancer. She was the girl on the table. Every party after that one, I found out that he always had a girl on the table. But that particular party, he had her. And she was laying on the table with a body like a grown woman. And so everyone, not just me, everyone was eating off of her nude body. Certain guests were sticking their fingers in her orifices and stuff and still eating it. I admit I did slurp some strawberries off of her breasts. You know, I was hired to entertain it. I was there to make the party hot, to, you know, get it going and whatnot. And so I was in the mode of the party. I also was on alcohol and drugs that was contained in the alcohol as well. So everybody wants to criticize me about actions I did 20 years ago. Like I can get in a time machine and go back to the future and redo it. So everyone is saying later on that party when we ran into each other in the bathroom, she says that she tells me that she's 14 years old. I don't recall the conversation. Only thing I recall is seeing her on that table when we ate off her, and then we were in the same room when we were both gang raped at the same time. After the bathroom conversation. So in the bathroom, she, according to her, I don't recall, but she says that she told me that she was 14 years old, and she says that I said, well, tell him you're 17. Because who am I telling her to tell that to? If Diddy and everybody already knows they kidnapped her and she's there underage, who would I be telling her to tell that they're 17 to if you're already there at the party? Who? Denzel? Denzel didn't give a fuck. He was there minding his own business with his wife. So when she says that I said, well, tell him you're 17, I don't understand who I'd be telling that they're 17 to if Diddy has you there at 14. You know what I mean? Obviously, Diddy and whoever else put you on a jet and had you there them years, they know you're underage. So I don't understand why is it turning into my moral responsibility on my own to have been the one to have saved her back then. I don't understand it. I needed saving my damn self. And that's why I came forward and filing my own lawsuit. And Misha contacted me and I decided to talk to her. I could have ignored her, act like I didn't remember her, like Jaguar Wright and acting like if she's telling the truth, because according to Misha,
wow, Lionel or not Lionel. Wow, all viral access. Media is paying bills.
This is what's most important, and it's not.
I want to let y'all know. I don't believe Andrea. I believe she may have spent time with Diddy. Yes, I don't believe she saw Misha Fuller there or anything like that. So let's get back to the interview he had with her.
according to Misha, she's had past dealings with Jaguar White and Natanya. I never have. They all know me for some reason. Everybody did their research and knew who I was. I didn't know who nobody was. Shout out to Jaggy. Hi, Jaguar. I love you, Jaggy.
Now,
I like you, Natanya, too, even though you turned on me, girl. It's all good. God's here.
Listen, we gonna get
you know what I mean? I'm an actual Christian for real.
Listen,
I'm a practice humility, and I'm turning the other cheek so I don't have to slap it.
And God bless. And we're gonna get into that with the Lionel B thing and all that. So we're gonna get into that. I just want to say this. So for the
Lionel B lying.
Hold on, wait. Nope, we ain't
Lion B.
Wait,
Lionel B.
Hold on.
That's why I fired him.
Lord, we gonna get into that.
I got the fuck up out of there. That nigga fucked up millions of dollars.
Wow. Wait, Adria, please. Hold on for 1 second, please.
Excuse me. I had to.
That's fine, but we got to do this one right, sweetie. I got you. Trust me, I got you. I'm just saying. So for the people who acts like that, you didn't know she was 10 years old and things of that nature. What would you say?
I didn't meet her at that time.
Hold on. The reason why I say that because if a girl,
14, I didn't know her at 10 and 11.
Okay, all right. So go ahead, finish because I was gonna say something. But go ahead.
Yeah, don't put me in a 10-year-old mix. They kidnapped her out of Dallas, Texas at 10 years old. They put her on a private jet and brought her to New York. I didn't meet her until she was almost 14, after she had already had a baby with Diddy. So why everybody saying I should have saved her? The niggas should have never stuck their dick in her.
Wait a minute.
By the time I met her, the bitch had already been ran through a gang of time, and then Diddy groomed her to go on to me and had her working at the club underage, watching me. I'm just finding this out because I didn't even know.
She had a baby? She had Diddy baby?
She had 2 babies for Diddy. And the second baby, Nelly and Diddy nutted in her. She had a threesome with Nelly, Ashanti's husband. Shout out to Ashanti. I love you, Ashanti. And she don't know whose sperm made it in her, Nelly or Diddy. But he said, I'm going to give this baby a chance. That's why the girl's name is Chance. He said, I'm going to give this one a chance because he kept beating babies out of her. And he let this baby live. And he said, I'm going to give it a chance. That's why her name is Chance.
Wait a minute. Wait. No. Wait. My heart skipped 8 beats. Just shh.
Okay. Diddy said, I'm going to give this one a chance. He didn't beat that one out of her. He let it go full term, and he been raising it. It's probably Nelly's sperm in her egg, and Diddy been raising it. Chance, agree to the DNA test. Chance, we need you to agree to do the DNA test, Chance.
Hey, now listen.
Either Misha's lying, or she's telling the truth, and that's drama.
Okay, now there's a call from Danielle Robinson where she actually called Misa's mother and told her the things that she is doing, and the mother didn't seem concerned, and she did not make it seem like her daughter had mental issues or these things actually happened to her.
That's the reason why they were able to get away with it. The grandmother never called the police because the grandmother was getting a check from Misha and the other kids that she was watching through the family because Misha's mama was on drugs and her daddy was on the streets. And so her mama didn't want to mess up that county check that she was getting for all the kids. That her grandmother never reported her missing.
Okay, why they
want to know how I got this $50,000 check for an accident I was involved in over 5 months ago? Look, if you've been injured in a car accident that wasn't your fault, you have to watch this video. There's a little known loophole that attorneys and insurance companies don't want you to know about. A loophole that allows you to get the maximum compensation.
Get back to the motherfucking show.
And that's why when she got away and came back home, her grandmother went back to treating her like a kid. And when she was telling her what happened with her with Diddy, her grandmother didn't believe her and started mistreating her. So she literally left and went back to Diddy because she thought it was going to be better.
But at the age of 11, how is that? I'm not saying it's not possible. If this was like 1933, 1940, 1950, maybe, because a lot of crazy stuff was happening and kids had to leave and all put on trains and sent by themselves. And if this is 1920,
I don't know what kind of life she, because me at 11 years old, my 11-year-old self wouldn't know what to do.
That's what
so the fact I don't even know how she knew how to leave, go out the front door and go hitchhike and find the right people connected to Diddy and then get back to Diddy and then start fucking on him some more and then killing people. She done killed like 35 people in all these countries and started taking her out the country. She was this little hitman, a little goon.
Now, hold on, because, okay.
I ain't killed nobody ever other than the abortion that Anthony Gallo made me have. And I'm coming for your ass, Anthony, about that and some more shit cheating on me with Rihanna. I got you. You gonna cheat on me with Rihanna but make me have an abortion, nigga?
All right, now check it out. So the interview, when you was on the Lionel B show and Misha and
the Lion B, the Liar B. I call him the Liar B show. Yes. Go ahead.
So what transpired there? Look, and if this come across some, I don't do channel game banging or anything. This is just kind of
no, because I was totally shocked.
I don't do that funny.
He has a weirdo girlfriend who thinks, I guess she's pimping him or she's really the money behind him because she really felt that she can jump on the live. And then he really felt that he can put his sister, who claims to be a lawyer, maybe she really is a lawyer, and maybe she's representing Misha now, but they all conspired out of nowhere to turn on me and make it my fault that I didn't save Misha back then 20 years. Not Diddy fault. Not Nelly fault. Not Pierre Harvey fault. Not Clive David fault. Not the nigga that flew the jet fault. Not all the princesses she was fucking on in Dubai and everybody fault. But me, my fault, that I supposedly, when she told me hearsay that I was supposed to grab her up and say, let's go, let's flee to the police station right now, in my drug-induced 20-something-year-old self. I wish I had a time machine to go back and do it all right for you people. You judgmental people that's probably living wrong right now, scamming people, married, sleeping around, molesting. You guys know what you out there doing. You don't judge my 20-year-old self ago.
Now,
you weirdos, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Now, hold on. Now, just relax. All right.
I am relaxed.
You sure? All right. Hold on now. We'll go right back to that.
All I know is much on that beat, huh?
Already done. Before you said it, already been done. She gonna fail tomorrow, watch, because she's too high strung. Probably gonna pop a couple. You the one that told my phone first. Miss Jaguar, I really.
See how she know because of the truth? Look at her. She probably gonna start talking in tongues or weird ass lingo.
Let her
what
rock,
the fuck is that?
Let her rock. Let her rock. See? No, that's not cool.
I'm speaking in my native language.
No, you have to hold on. Listen, because at the end of the day I understand, but you're gonna have to relax because at the end of the day,
I am relaxed.
No.
But these are Diddy victims. Everything's funny. Everything's a joke. Okay.
I'm being real with you. This is only gonna make you.
I'm being real with you too. I am relaxed.
I'm trying.
I'm saying, who does that in an interview?
Right, but
who starts it up and you introducing yourself into the world and you just, nobody save me.
You're not listening. I'm trying.
Who does that? Somebody needs some help more than me.
Listen, let me say this. When you do,
I was never a minor. I didn't have no babies for Diddy. They didn't cut no babies out of me. So I understand her pain. But she redirected it towards the wrong person. I helped her.
The fuck up.
She is not named in my lawsuit. If she want to name me in hers, that's fine.
Wait a minute.
I'm suing Diddy, Jacob the Jeweler, and Vibe Magazine, who's owned by Penske, and that's it. Not Misha, not Jaguar Wright, not Natanya, not Mike Lowry, not the Little Mermaid, nobody except for the people named, and then I will come for the others after.
Now, shut up. So
you shut up. You called me to get on here. Want me to shut up? I'll shut all the way up and hang up the phone. That'll be the organic That'll be the shut up for your ass. You talk to me right with respect, or I'll get the fuck off of here. How about that?
I'm telling you. Relax. You
I am relaxed.
But be quiet. Just one.
But now you said be quiet. I can do that, but shutting up is what I won't do.
Just relax, man. I'm trying to present you in the right light. I'm not worried about me because it's not me. I'm trying to help you. So just relax.
I don't need no help. This ain't helping my lawsuit at all.
Look, just listen.
This is just gossip for clicks and views. This has nothing. Let me repeat, people. I'm here to take down a child pedophile who has bodies around the world, who's a global threat. Diddy is my target. Not Misha, not Jaggy, not Natanya. Diddy is my target. I'm focused on saving kids, not the gossip.
Listen,
Somebody, you trying to help me? This ain't helping me. It's helping you. I can hang up right now and still have my lawsuit. How about that?
You're not listening. You're not listening. I'm talking to. This is if you stop talking, you will understand what I'm trying to tell you. Far as helping.
Okay.
I'm not talking about your case. I'm talking about character. Relax.
I am relaxed.
All right, but just let me get my thoughts out. You're over talking. You're just going ham. Just
Well, I thought that was the point of an interview. You want the person to talk, right? I'm gonna be mute. How about this? We do an interview and I don't say nothing.
You see what I'm saying?
This shit, wow.
Listen, you want to skip this ad? I would too. But what if I?
So that's Andrea English. She alleges that she went into Diddy, from like, stripping, however have you. She went, and started becoming entertainment for Diddy before, and she feels like she didn't get paid enough to do all the fucking and sucking that she did. Basically, okay, she wants $50 billion from Diddy because she doesn't feel justified, vindicated, monetarily, because they didn't pay her enough for all the fucking sucking she did. She says at one time she slept with 100 men in one day and was undercompensated for the ordeal. That's Andrea English.
Come on now. With other people, it seems like you're doing good. With me, you just like.
Because they don't tell me to shut up, they let me talk.
I'm saying hold on, and you're still talking. You make it seem like you're being rational here. Just relax, chill.
Go ahead, Mike. You got it. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Lord, damn! Now it just best to listen.
Right.
None of that. Just listen.
But you're right. I really don't want to do any more lives because it's not helping. I'm thinking I can release and talk about it, but it's not helping. But people in the world need to be aware of the things that's going on. This is not healthy. This is not therapy.
See how she bending down? She wants y'all to see her hair, y'all. She told me that she flat ironed and made sure her edges was right. She doing all that bend down so y'all can see her hair.
But it happened to me, and I've been done up all my life.
It's laid, girl. You did your thing, girl. I see your edges is laid down, girl. You doing all that so y'all can see her hair slick. I can do the same thing. Look.
He fired Lionel, and now you're being represented by him. There are conflicts of interest in this thing out the wazoo. Please stop this now.
So if Jaguar is coming out and letting her know that she doesn't believe her and the story doesn't match up, you fired Lionel B and she's still being represented by him. Is it safe to say if she don't believe? All right, do Jaguar believe the story of you seeing her at the age of 14 and y'all eating fruits off of her?
It don't matter if you believe it. It's documented.
Okay, so that particular, those incidents are documented. Like a lot of people know about that.
Yes, it was at the white parties. It wasn't at the dungeon parties. It wasn't at the secret parties under the tunnels and nothing. It was at the white party Labor Day with a lot of media coverage. Denzel saw her take a shit on stage and ran out of there. So I don't care if the Jaguar believes if she was there or not, because Denzel Washington saw her take a shit on stage, as did I. So I don't care if anybody who weren't there, who's a 95% of the population, I'm talking to the 5%ers here. The people that run the world. People that were invited like me, not y'all. Y'all weren't invited, never will be. But Diddy win, he ain't gonna holler at y'all. The fuck?
I'm actually very fine that I was never invited to a Diddy party. I'm very, very fine with that. If you're fine with not being invited to a Diddy party, say, hell yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay? And keep on keeping on.
So when she was talking about, when she said that you said that she was doing drugs at some trap house.
I've never seen her do it. I know we were forced to do it at the parties, but in her personal life to now in present day, all I can go off is just casually talking to her and her saying, "Ooh, girl, so I didn't answer your call. I had to recover because we popped some thizzles or whatever, and my man be tripping because he had 3 murders or something he done got off of, and he be tripping and And she brought up Yellow Beezy and all that, maybe on her high. How would I know? I don't live in Dallas, Texas.
So, oh shit, I forgot I'm making my tea. So at the end of the day, people was gonna. Well, you already answered that.
How many viewers we got right now, Mike?
It's about to be 400 people. It's 387,
okay.
right?
Hi, everybody that's tuning in.
See, because I want to play a little bit more. So just let me just play some of this, please.
Adria has said things that she's witnessed about drug use regarding you. I don't know what's what.
I don't have it.
Because I don't. What drug she saw me do?
I ain't seen her do none other than the alcohol back 20 years ago. I ain't seen her do none currently. I never said. I just went off what she told me, just like I went off what she told me when she told me that she slept with Diddy and his mom. I was going off what she told me.
Kill me. That's what I said. I didn't tell her get on live and repeat that. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know nothing about Yellow Beezy house. She know about it. Tell her where the spot's at. Since she knows so much, I don't know nothing about that. You just said.
Yeah, she see how she keep bending her head down. So y'all give her credit on her hair.
I said
that bitch told me everything. She told me all that shit. She said she mad that I said it because they tripping on her and it's right around the corner from her house.
What she mean by that? That you was telling people to kill her, some shit like that. What was that?
No, she's suicidal. And I told her, if you're suicidal, you need to talk to somebody. And keeping all this in, you're supposed to be helping the kids. Why are you keeping a secret? If you know that Yellow Beezy and him is doing that, I said, I'm going to put that out there. And she was like, no, don't do it. You know, I said, well, you trying to, take some people down and save some people? Like, what we doing here? I said, I'm here for the kids. You don't tell me none of mine. If you were to say the trap house, I give a fuck. I got dope boys as homies. But when you say kids is in there, that's when you got my attention, ho. You know you said that shit, bitch. And if I'm lying, Misha, I brought you out, and I'll take you out at the same goddamn time, because you ain't in my lawsuit, bitch.
So she the one that came to you, so she could tell her story. So for her to come out, how did all three of y'all? How did you, Jaguar, Misha, and how all y'all?
Lionel B, they all called to talk to me.
Right.
When I filed my lawsuit, Misha reached out to me.
Mm-hmm.
And she thought, she even said out her own mouth, I thought she was gonna act like she didn't remember me, act like she didn't know me. No, I did not do that. I did recall her. And everything I did recall, I admitted and acknowledged as far as sucking them strawberries off of her breast. I acknowledged that. A pedophile will run from it. I acknowledge that. All of a sudden, Lionel B is saying, Natanya wants to speak to you. I'm like, who is Natanya? The lady that, got shot. I'm like, oh, the lady got shot in her face. I want to talk to her because my boy, Cal Dawson, who's Black Rob's manager, gave me the whole story of what happened before the whole incident as to why he told me that the dude Scar had came up to Black Rob, was like, yeah, your boy Diddy, or your boy Puff, he was Puff back then, your boy Puff is doing this and doing that. And Black Rob was like, why you in my face? He right over there. I guess Scar didn't know that Diddy was in the club. And he was like, you in my face with us, why don't you go tell it to him? Is that how you feel? And he pointed Scar into Diddy's direction, and that's why Diddy ended up blackballing Black Rob, because he pointed him in a direction. And when he pointed him in direction, the reason why Natanya was so close, because she was part of the crew. She wasn't just a club goer. She was in the mix. She don't want nobody to know that. She wasn't just a square. It's a club. 3, 4 in the morning, she right there. That's why she said, I was right there. I saw who shot me. You know why she saw it? Because she was right there, because she was one of the handlers, according to Misha. And then J-Lo handed him the burner, and he burned with it.
That's not Sean's story, because Black Rob was there in the club as well. He was there when that happened. Black Rob was there.
Right. I'm telling you what Cal Dawson told me what the conversation was. Again, I wasn't there for that. I can put you on the phone with Cal Dawson, who was there until Black Rob's death, who the one who got his last words in the hospital bed and all that. He'll tell you what was going on right before Diddy had to get the gun past him by J-Lo. So I'm just telling you his first-hand account. Someone who was there.
One of the things students love about culinary.
Y'all, access viral video. Are paying bills, bitch. We are listening to Andrea English, who is an alleged Diddy victim. Okay. But these hoes be lying.
All right, because I'm Lionel said Natalia wanted 5,000 for an interview and Jag wants 2,500. Some people
right, but they don't want to give me $1. And then when I ask this to share my Cash App, you guys all act like I'm some thirsty bitch that I need to survive. When I give you guys my time is the only commodity we can't get back, people. So when I spend 20 minutes or an hour or 10 minutes, whatever it is, on live with you guys, that's an hour I'm not getting paid for. Some of you guys work jobs, right? You understand money, right? So if you're working for $17 an hour, you give somebody an hour of your time. Don't you want that 17? That's where I'm at. Why you mad?
Oh, shit.
I want my 17 from everybody tuning in. I got my goons right here with me. Right? Anybody want to run up? You know,
And their security son.
Right. Right. That part.
I apologize, everybody. I forgot I had my water boiling and I started to smell it, so my bad. So anyway, so at the end of the day, so he was managing all of y'all. And
he wasn't mad. Listen, let me tell you how it happened. Lionel B contacted me just like you did.
Yes, absolutely.
Wanting an interview.
Absolutely.
I was also a fan of Lionel B like I was a fan of your show.
Mm-hmm.
And remember when you contacted me and wanted an interview, I said, Mike, I'm a fan. I watch All Access Viral Media already.
Yeah.
I can't believe you want to interview me.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Lionel B. I said, wow, I watch you, Lionel B. I can't believe you want me to interview. You do? For sure. We did the one interview, the numbers went crazy. Because Lionel B gave me money up front and rev share. I'm not doing anything for free. He gave me my back end deal.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, well, after the numbers went up, I'm like, shit. Then he was like, let's do part 2. That's when I was like, I'm going to put on the white dress and let him know. Let him see she Diddy and his motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that went good, I was like, you know what? We doing good together. Why don't you just manage me? All these calls I'm getting, I'm too busy to answer. I'll be driving. I'm over here taking care of a son, dogs, this and that, trying to stay cute. Why don't you manage me and all the calls that coming out direct to you? You work out a deal and then let me know. I asked him. He said, I'm with it. He gave me a contract. We was locked in. I said, make it automatically renewable every year unless either party decides to cancel.
Ella.
I was happy with Lionel B. We had plans for January and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until he put me on the live and had his girlfriend, weird ass, ugly ass, fat or skinny bitch. She either fat or she's skinny. And his weird ass sister get on there and think that they're going to drop their cash apps in the middle of a live that has something to do with me, Misha, Jaguar, and Tanya. These bitches are irrelevant to the whole scenario. So I didn't understand it. And then he kept muting me. So I said, once he did that, you are not my manager. You're not working for me because you're working against me. You're working for the ops. And I really feel like he took a Diddy payout. Really. So fuck a liar B.
Well, I mean, that's
so management is still up for grabs. Anybody got some good contacts? Because I manage myself. I know everybody, but if you can think you can manage me, I'm down. You get 20%.
All right, now, so listen, how long have we been here? 26. We're gonna give it a few more. I'll say this. Oh, what about the I walk with the ancestors, but she was coming out talking about Jaguar right. What's your thoughts?
Well, the thing about me, I'm very spiritual, and I'm not even though my mom's from New Orleans, and I know that a lot of people that are into like voodoo and witchcraft and things like that. I practice in the spirit of God or the higher power. You call him Jah, Yeshua, you know, the Most High. I call him, you know, her. Really, I call her the Most High, and I say her because only a woman can have this much compassion for all this evil. Not a man. Y'all impatient. Y'all ain't got patience for this shit. Y'all couldn't have a baby. Only a woman could bear a child and deal with that pain. So, in my world, God is a woman. God is everybody combined. Like, if you imagine every race, every person that's ever been created, all, you know how they did that black and white video, Michael J. is black, his wife, and they was meshing everybody's face together. I believe that God is everyone's face that's ever been created in the past, has already died, the people that's living, the people that's all in one, but it's a female. That's who I believe God is. And she would not have all this be happening if she wasn't going to show who she is. And she's about to show all y'all, and I'm on her side.
Okay.
Mustard on that beat, hoe.
Now, it's said where Jaguar right. Did she convince you to stay away from Lamisha because y'all speak all the time?
It ain't about no convincing. I can do what I want to do. I'm a grown-ass woman. But what I won't do is entertain anyone that's trying to paint a narrative that I was supposed to be their only savior when I was drugged and I was an employee my damn self. I wasn't there as a handler for Diddy. I wasn't there to, in that moment 20 years ago, look for minors that might be in the room because Donald Trump had his own kids in there. Diana Ross had her kids there. Everybody had their kids there, so Christian was there underage. It wasn't abnormal for kids to be there. What was abnormal was the fact that she was on that table, nude. And I'm not trying to be rude.
Oh, that's Cody. What's up, man?
Say what's up, Cody.
What's up, man?
All right, what's good, son? How you doing, man? You good?
Yep.
All right. So, listen, I just look. So you already mentioned Donald Trump. Now you said it out your mouth. So are you saying that
he was at? That's all I'm speaking on that. He was at the parties before he was president, taking part in activities that weren't presidential. Okay? That's it. That's all.
Pink.
Y'all ain't trying to get me killed out here. Y'all ain't got the target on your back.
Doing that pink cocaine or all types of stuff, right?
Man, I wish Diddy gave me the $2 million a month Young Miami deal. Why I couldn't get that? That's why I don't understand. If it's about fucking and sucking or getting your ass taken to get on, I did all that. Why y'all didn't let me be on? Justin did it. Y'all let Justin get on. I don't understand why I did it. You just didn't let me get on.
She if you said, I did all of that. I
just say, yeah, you did it because you wanted to do it.
I told y'all, okay? She said, I did all of that. I'm done. I love her honesty for that moment, okay? I love her honesty for that moment. But apparently, though, this one Diddy because she didn't get the life, she didn't get the entertainment package from doing all of that, and she's mad and she wants her mother to get money.
All right, well, you never let me on. Let's say that then. The bitch was thirsty. She fucked and sucked. But the thing is, he didn't keep his end of the bargain. He didn't let me get on. Justin gave up his butt. He got on. I gave up my butt. Why I ain't get on?
What you mean Justin gave up his butt? What you saying? Niggas done took his peanut butter? That's what you saying?
Yeah, Usher took him over there.
I kind of believe it because they always doing these things to each other.
You don't remember when Diddy had that interview with Justin Bieber and he was like, the things that we're going to do, we can't even discuss. Who says that about a minor? And why did the adults around Justin not tell? Let's get on that. Why nobody say Justin?
Now,
worried about Misha. Why y'all didn't say Justin? Usher, what did Diddy promise you to take him over there? And did you get it? Usher, did you get it? And what was it? Your roller skating ring around Vegas? Is that what he promised you're gonna have? And now you got it? What did you get for Justin Bieber's booty, Usher? Because you said you wouldn't even take your own kid on Howard Stern. You said you would not take your own kids over there, but you took Justin. Why? Scooter Braun, your ass is guilty too.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I was gonna conduct more of an interview, but I really don't. I'm being honest, man. I don't want a, a bad light.
We here at Media Bar Academy train every day. All Access Viral Media is paying bills, biatch. We are listening to him talk to Andrea English, okay? She is mad at motherfucking Diddy and them, y'all. Like she said, she gave up her booty. She gave up her Boochie Cat, and she did not get the full meal deal package, okay? She's supposed to get the lettuce, the onions, the lettuce, the onions, the tomatoes, and pickles, mayonnaise, mustard, bitch, and the Big Mac motherfucking sauce. She didn't get all that whole. She said she did not get all of her motherfucking things, and she's coming to collect them from Diddy. Make sure that you like, follow, and share.
And on you, I know that you suing Diddy and the things of that nature, and I know a lot of people would do stuff just for views and stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying? I want people to look at you in a better light. You know
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that, Mike.
I'm being
I love you, Mike. I was always a fan before we was,
honest,
in business.
man.
And you'll always be a friend, even without YouTube. YouTube gets shut down and you be my boy. I'll fly in, hang out with you or whatnot. You cute and all that. Yeah, I said it. He cute, y'all. What y'all gonna say? Now she wanna suck Mike dick.
Look, man, I'm not
Look, Mike's like, hey, Mike's like, if I have to take it there, if we have to take it there, people, just for proof of concept, we will. Look.
Yeah, trip. Is there any questions y'all wanna ask? Please, Judy, you don't have to tell me, but if there's any questions y'all want to ask, press the number 1 and write your questions next to it, and I will ask your questions. So please hurry up and do that. So now, there's more I could have went into, but I'll say this. Overall, with this whole situation, I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't believe Misha.
Now, I don't either now, because for her to now be coming at me,
how you
the person that tried to help you, even back then, she said that she asked for me and looked for me, that she knew I wasn't like them. She knew I was filled for God. She's not even remembering that. Now she's trying to
This is Tanisha Talks to Tease. Remember, show me love on the subscribe, like, and share button. And always stay sipping.